Hello, good morning and welcome. It's Tuesday, 23rd of January, and it's just after 6 o'clock, so I'm a bit earlier this morning. And I'm going to start this morning with the DXY for a change. We're down at the moment on support. We've been struggling a little bit at this level for the last week or so. We fell nicely down. The potential to the upside is quite large. It is looking like this might actually break a little bit lower, so a bit disappointing. The commercials have got an extremely long position on the dollar, but this has been going steadily down, and it does look like it might just break a little bit lower. So we'll see how that goes anyway. AUD USD. Lost a bit of strength on the Australian dollar. We've come down nicely, giving us a fairly decent sell signal, but I want to see this break below the 69.1. So I'm going to give this about 2 or 3 more days up to the trend line, see how it goes. We have a commercial short ratio of 1.4 to 1. So there we go. The pound soared yesterday against the dollar. Well, soared. It went up a few pips. Not really expecting that, but also a bit of weakness on the dollar didn't help. So we've got a short ratio of 1.5 to 1, and I am waiting to see a little bit of downside on this, or a bit of weakness. So we have actually come up really nicely on the RSI. And I'll just put a trend line up here. There we go. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm waiting for weakness and for it to come back down to cut the trend line. This is the USD CAD. We've come down onto support, which I think is going to hold. We've got a commercials short ratio for the Canadian dollar of 1.7 to 1, which is a little bit reduced this week. But I am looking for more strength in this pair, and I'm watching the oil price, because that does seem to be floundering a little bit where it is at the moment. So and I'd like the RSI to pull above the 50 to confirm the upward motion. Euro USD, we're still hanging about at this 122, 123 mark. We got quite a bit of support just below it, and you know, the RSI is making lower highs, so we'll see that the candles are about even across the top, but it does look a little bit of some sentiment to the downside. And I'm expecting this to move down, but the strength in the euro doesn't seem justified. It appears very overbought to me, and the commercials are basically looking at the same thing. USD JPY, again we've got sideways movement. The Japanese yen, it confirmed it held its rates at minus 0.1 last night. So we've got a reduced commercials long ratio of 3.7 this week, from about the 5 mark. So maybe we'll see the commercials come in a little bit stronger on the yen. Now we've had the confirmation of the rate being held. USD Swiss franc. We have a commercials long ratio of 3.2 to 1. We've seen quite a good downside on this pair, and we're actually holding now a little bit on the support. The long ratio has reduced somewhat from about 5 to 3.2. We'll see where this goes. We're well below the 50, and a move below the 30.9 would really signal a sharp decline in the value of this pair. So we'll see where we go with that. New Zealand dollar, US dollar, Got a nice green candle yesterday. Um, I'm waiting for this to turn. It did actually break my trend line, but it's holding above the 69.1. I'm going to move the my trend line over. Um, and what we're looking for it to do is to break down sharply. It looks like it's running out of steam. It did hold for quite a time on this support here, and I'm looking for it to turn down. Commercials ratio of 1.5 long, so we're still long on the commercials for this. Silver, again, we're down on the support. A bit of weakness yesterday in the dollar, and we saw the price go up on silver. So I don't think there's a lot more upside in this. So if we do have a good bounce up back up to the 17.4, I will be shorting this back down. Okay, well, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully see you again tomorrow.